And the Bears ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Going to run it. It's Smothers. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got two great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Down he goes back at the 3.
Love the job by the defense there. They weren't fooled. 2nd and short. They thought pass was a possibility. They got to the QB. Let's see if they can do it again here on 3rd.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Flagway from the gun on 3rd down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bears! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Manning. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Could not make his way to the corner. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Hand off for Brown. Got enough for the 1st. There's some room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games...
It's caught! There he goes! He's at the 10! And he'll take it to the house. He got loose! Touchdown, Bears!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Hauls it in.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field.
Breaks into the open. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Power football with the run. Makes it past the marker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, Manning. Complete, left side, Coleman. Runs through a man, he might have space. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Back to pass, it's Manning. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line for 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
Zings it complete to the right. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Art's going to spin it again. Touchdown, Longhorn! Fitted in the window for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his feet. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
This quarterback part of their running game. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll operate out of split backs. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
From the gun on third down, Lagway. Snags it over the middle. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Running inside. It's Morris. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
One of the things I love about about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Baylor! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Arch Madness. Got it set up on the outside. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, what a move. Gets away from one. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle.
Could be an alley. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. A give to Brown. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst.
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Lagway on the play action. Bringing the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Lagway. Under fire. And it's It's a sack.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. On the run, deep down the right side. Goes high to pull it in. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Bears, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. That's caught. It's Livingston. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game day.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to run for it. Finding some room. Attack. Touchdown, Baylor! He got a step and just dusted the field. On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Arch is going to throw for it. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Complete. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Firing deep. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Lagway to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And they head to the locker room to quarter is in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the number 21 team, the Army Black Knights. And it's the Florida Atlantic Owls, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the Bears, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest. And
makes the grab in their space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Maybe some room here. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bears. They take the lead here in the second half. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Manning with a play fake. Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day, but will carried away with that roughing penalty. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Maybe a double pass. Got a man. It's Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Handoff for Brown.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Quarterback now breaking the field. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
His running ability has been, I think, the biggest key for his offense's success so far in this game. That time on the RPO, nobody open, and he just takes off running. And we've seen him do it in a variety of ways, on designed runs, on scrambles, and even in the RPO game. He's making the right decisions, and he's just too athletic for this defense to tackle.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Lagway wants to throw. Open on the right side, that's Smith. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
With the catch, it's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the right. Got it! He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Let it go! Now on the move. Touchdown Bears! Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached pay dirt.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. A give to Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Brown. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Right on the money. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's Arch to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Buys a little time with his feet. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback will keep it. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Looking to take a shot. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. The run inside. It Smothers. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Pulls it in. It's Townsend. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On the draw, it's Smothers. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
A pair of one-loss teams, and they know that that second L can put them in harm's way as we battle here in the final minutes. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Each of these teams has stumbled just one time and now trying to fight to the finish and avoid taking that second loss. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Fires to the big fella. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Hand off for Brown. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
One more time, it's Brown. There's a crease. All the way. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Naylor sends out the offense to go to work. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Pulled and fired complete. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Might be calling a hot route.
Return. Chip. Ready to go.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Throwing, Lagway. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the grab. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to run for it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Rush is on him. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. A 5-yard pickup there leaves them with 3rd down and 5. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Off the RPO, complete. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Gets it on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Running inside, it's Morris. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this will be for the win. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. And he got it! And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff.